Ahoy, mates! Captain Cordell back again, continuing our adventures into the Boogie Man. So I did go ahead and do some factoring. I've got a couple codes that I've already tried. I've got two more left, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try these last two, starting off with 5, 7. Okay, good. You're wondering how we got that? It was passages 5-1 and 7-1. Fashion tell. It looks new. Take tape out and play. Helen. At last, I finally got a hold of you. Oh dear, hurt all over. But what else could I do? You just wouldn't stop running, miss. No matter how much I hurt you. But oh well, our game of tag's come to a close now. Yes, you can outrun the scary, scary boogeyman. Are you relieved it's over, or are you still scared? Well, madam, do you want to run? You're an unbelievable. Say again? Told you, an idiot. You thought I was running because I'm scared. You think I'm scared of you? Maybe you spent too long in your little closet world. Understand you've convicted yourself that a woman and children are all scared of you. What were you planning once you caught me? Kill me, and then what? You'd go to kill Keith, right? You told me you had Keith in your hand. Whether he'd live or die was up to you, was up to me. I guess that was true, and all this time, you've foolishly been chasing after him. You could never kill him. I'm weak. I can't be as strong as Keith is, but there is something I can do in all my weakness. If I can keep your attention away from Keith by running all the time, I'll run to the ends of the earth. You poor, stupid little boogeyman. You really are such a child. You just love bullying anyone weaker than you. Go ahead, have fun in your little world. Call yourself a villain, a monster, but I'll never let you bring my husband in. Don't you dare lay a hand on him. Talk too much, madam. That that's terrible. Let's hurry and look for Helen. She must be nearby. Keith? Keith, what are you doing? We have to hurry. Keith, are you listening to me? Hey, what are you staring at? Are you asleep? Get a grip, come on! Wake. David, you go look for Helen. She should be nearby. Huh? What about you? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go kill a monk. First, we're gonna look around the room. So these are all new. That means that someone's been here recently. These new bottles, an empty drink bottle. Yeah. Anything about this wall? Movie poster. I want to look around. I don't want to jump into anything unless I know that there's something else in here. Okay. Nothing in here. I don't want to miss anything. I'm gonna look around. Okay. Okay. I know it's against my policy not to look for help, but I'm going to go ahead and do a quick Google search because I don't want to mess anything up. I do not want to miss anything. What's that bring up? Well, that's helpful. I can find her videos. Let's go on VG person. Screw it. Guess we'll just go this way. We'll chance it. I don't know if I'm doing everything right. Don't like searching tutorials. Don't like getting hints. Solving puzzles. Maybe I'm being too cautious. Just run in and let's see what we can do. If we get a bad ending, we just start from here. And do some in-depth searching later. Really need. But as Keith said, I'm gonna go and kill a monster. Wait, Dad! Leave the door open and don't turn on all the lights in the hall. Why? The boogeyman will come. What kind of guy is this boogeyman? He has long nails and kidnaps kids and he lives in the closet. Kidnapper? Well, can't leave a guy like that on the loose. Alright, that'll give him a good beating. Hey, Boogie, you in there? What? Hey, let go! Dad? Bah! Dad! Whew, that was a little tough, but I got him good. No worries, son. Old Boogie won't be coming for you anymore. Really? But I lie to you? See, that's the big difference between Keith as a father and me as a dad. Because I'd go in there if my kid were really concerned about me, and I'd be there a good little while, then I'd burst out of the room and go, blah, 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 blah. I'm a terrible person. Me and Mom are in the bedroom right there. You know? Are you still scared? Oh, no need. Oh, need your stuffed bunny, do you? Or should I read you a bedtime story? Maybe one with fairies? No way! I'm not a wuss, Dad. I can sleep by myself. That's the spirit. Listen, Todd, if the boogeyman comes to get you again, that'll beat him up. I'm not gonna let anyone mess with you. Because you're a police officer? Because I'm Dad. Good night, son. Did I leave the light on? It's okay. I've got you and Mom. Good night. I love you. Aw. I know we're about to fight, but that's real touching. Pulls out my heartstring. Don't blame it on sunshine. Don't blame it on movies. Don't blame it on the good time. Blame it on the boogie. Have you ever thought about it, detective? Thought you have an enemy? Who or what is it you don't even know? Maybe it doesn't even exist. Maybe it's all in your head. But you know there's something tormenting you. Always making it so painful. You feel like the whole world's out to make you suffer. Too troublesome to make an enemy of the whole world, right? So just making one enemy will do. I chose you as my enemy. Have I become yours? Oh well. Either way, we're gonna settle this right here. Let's end this wonderful game now. Can you beat the final boss and take back your beloved wife? What's so funny? Boy, you really are having a blast, huh? What's so funny? That you can be all smiles all the time. Total opposite of me. I don't remember the last time I laughed. But I guess we're pretty similar after all. The sense that it was all a lie. You're always grinning ear to ear, but you're scared, aren't you? So you keep running. You can't go head to head with me. You and me, we're just acting. You're no scary monster, and I'm no paragon of justice. Final boss? Ha! A big baddie should be a pretty sly guy, shouldn't they? But taking hostages, always on the run, the only thing you can chase after is girls' rumps. You know, I wasn't planning to do anything with you. As long as the others were safe, I was fine leaving you to be. I'd secure your hostages and scram, and just leave you to be the local police. Because I'm not chasing you. You just kept running from me. But I'm really chasing after. Sorry, but it ain't. That's right. It's not you. You're my enemy. Spare me the sleep talk. Why would I make my enemy a dunce who just sneaks away? A coward who hides in the closet and threatens kids. And your enemy? Not me. You got a lot more enemies. If you go to the Slammer, you're gonna be a real popular guy, I can tell. This is a great chance. No hostages get in the way, no one watching, so I can do whatever I like with you. That's a wonderful idea. In fact, just... there we go. Keith, I like you. Detective, criminal, doesn't matter now. You've done the number one thing to get on my bad side. You chased after my wife's rump. That alone is enough reason for me to beat you down. Don't you think, Boogie? What's the matter? Scared? Huh. Can't afford to laugh anymore, can you? Back to your closet, Boogie. You don't have what it takes to make it over here. Where the hell did he go? Oh. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I was a bit too cocky there. I wasn't realizing how much health we were actually losing there. Damn it, Keith. Press A to taunt. A to taunt.
So is this just a warm-up practice, or are you actually gonna
attack?
Oh, is that it?
I was just about to have fun. Jesus Christ! Oh, this is a lot of fun.
So is this just a warm-up practice, or are you actually gonna attack? Oh, is that it? I was just about to have fun.
Man, this is cool. We should have more fight scenes like this. Duplex. I'm all riled up. Where do you think you're going, Lance? I'm gonna find him. They've been gone way too long. Did you forget what Keith said? You'd be a burden on him to move around on your own. Well then, after all said and done, we'll tell him what you just did what he said. Of course, you might have all gone stone cold by that time. Don't joke about things like that. Sounds like a joke to you. We've got 2, maybe 3 corpses around here. What part of don't you get? Stop, you two. Don't fight. We'll go search together. I'll lead the way. Sophie and Shirley, you hold hands, and Lance, you watch the rear. Papa? You really want to go? Yes, we'll be alright together. And there's something I'm curious about. What's that? This whole incident may just be one great big farce. What do you mean? Let's get going. Helen, where are you? Helen! Helen! David! Are you okay? I... That man knocked me out. I woke up here. I was unconscious the whole time. Keith! Helen! I'm Matt. Keith, where are you? Currently beating the ever-living hell out of the Boogie Man. Hit him again! Always on the run, huh? But marijuana addicts can can move better than you. What's in that big head of yours? I freaking called it! There we go! Boom! I'm a god dang genius. Lose. Oh, damn. Keith! You're Brendan? Why? Stop moving around. Keith! Helen! We have to stop the bleeding. Lance! Richard, help me out. Sophie, find something to tie him with. Hit him again. Keith! Got you. Keith, you... Helen, when we get home, let's finish our conversation. No more running. No, Keith, stay with me, please. Keith! Long drawn out sentence. Servants and Stevie, 10 people died all told. They're glad to be alive now, feeling good to have air to breathe. Listen, don't you say a word about this, especially not to your coworkers. If it takes money to shut your yap, I'll pay any price. Whoa, ho, ho, bribery. Where's the money coming from? My own pockets. Listen, you guys can distort the truth all you want, but I won't say a peep, because that's freedom of the press. But this is different. I've got no tolerance for people pointing and laughing at a wounded friend. Do I gotta tell you again? I'm not a gossip guy. I hate cops, sure, but I hate gossip too. I won't ask money. I won't say a peep, because I'm grateful to the guy, so quit hounding me. But, as an involved party, I've got a right to know what happened there. You just can't wrap my head around it. I talked to Brandon at dinner. Heard he got tired of the musty old castle and ran into Hollywood. Had a lot of fun in the movie biz. So what was the motive? The guy's gone silent. Sounds like he's convinced he was the only goody two-shoes, but I bet you hear a different story in Hollywood. Now that's the kind of thing your lot should be writing about. Nobody knows people's past, usually, but it's easy to fool you into thinking any otherwise. A little acting, and once you know somebody's past, you can lead him by the nose. He tricked you all and tried to kill you, with a farce. Not sure of the motive yet, but he's pretty systematic about it. Got a ton of cash beforehand to check up on all the tour attendees, even did a background check on me. On you? Why? I was going to be on that tour. No wonder I thought he knew me. The hell, so he just researched us? The oldest trick in the book for us, saying I know all about you. It makes you superior to the other person, so you can control them. Then they freak out and they have to submit. He knew that tactic well. He can right through people without any tricks. That's what makes a real monster. Right? In his case, he should just use money and connection to dig up people's past and play the part of a monster. But the research wasn't to select candidates, so he just picked randomly. Damn. Was it just fun for him? Now, my turn to ask questions. What do you tell me? Oh, okay. What you tell me is the only way I can figure out this. Give me anything you. I only read like the first portion of that. First, Brendan, or Boogie. Rather, what kind of man was he? How should I say it? I suppose he had no emotion. That's how I saw. He said such terrifying things without a care. He hardly showed any human feelings. He really was like a monster. He told me he was a real jester. Jester? Absolutely not. I would have much preferred if he were at least a little silly. He was very disturbing, terrifying man. He was totally calm as he did awful things. Richard, you seem to have a suspicion he might be Brendan. Why did you think that? When my daughter went missing, and I panicked, thinking that man might have taken her, he told me something. This was the kind of person who would show corpses as decoration. So if he did take Sophie, he'd show off proof of it, meaning she was still safe. Luckily enough, I didn't see them, but indeed, evidently, there were many dead bodies left around. As Keith said, my daughter hadn't fallen into his grasp. He was correct in his assumption. That made me realize something unusual about what he said. Keith said he saw the moment Brendan's neck snapped. The corpse was quickly dropped into the basement. Isn't that odd? Why did he quickly put Brendan's corpse out of sight? Why did he treat him differently from the victims? Because he didn't want didn't want you investigating. That's some keen insight you got. You suspected that it was a farce plotted by Brendan. No, well, I suggested that to Keith. Hadn't checked the corpses. He might still be alive. Well, I wanted to believe that there was a chance he was alive. I had no conviction of the rest. So I didn't speak about it to Keith. I wouldn't dare risk throwing him off with an opinion. Not to mention, we didn't know whether his wife was safe. Apparently, Keith saw the moment Brendan's head came off, actually. Was it a doll? Right, you are. Packed with neat little blood packets. Brendan was hung upside down, had his mouth taped up, and was dark enough to be hard to tell who's who. Just dressing him the same way it was Keith's assumption it was him. On top of all those flashy rave lights, he dropped the corpse down below, so it was impossible to check it closer. And since Keith saw the tour conductor killed right after that, of course he'd think Brendan was killed too. If I'd said something, maybe this could have been resolved sooner, but I was paralyzed with fear. I was only worried about my daughter. Even when Keith was running all over the place for us. Don't worry about that. Keith did all because he wanted to. That's all. He's deeply glad you're all safe. Now, little lady, can we hear from you too? Hear what? Anything. What you thought, what you noticed? Well, I knew he was a fake because I've met the real Boogie. Sophie, stop it. Not this tale again. Fine, if you say so, Papa. Guess I'm not saying a word. Go ahead, please. Meeting the real boogeyman sounds pretty juicy. Can you tell me more? Maybe not really met. He just touched my shoulder, but his hand was cold as ice. Right away, I knew he was human. This guy's hands were human, though. He had warmth, so I knew it was just a regular guy. Ah, so the boogeyman's hands are cold, huh? I had to tell that to my little squirts. Anything else you noticed? I feel like you might get angry if I say this. I won't. Tell me. That guy had this cold and emotionless air, like I couldn't tell what he was thinking at all. It reminded me of Mr. Keith a little. Still think that way now? Not even, because Mr. Keith got really mad at me. He was like, "Don't worry your papa ever again." Red paint on his face? There was nothing like that. It was all red from blood spurts, though. Really, Keith told me he had a weird paint on a torn paper bag. And one thing, did you see any red graffiti in the castle, or any monsters? Hear any phone ringing? No, I didn't. Mr. Hoover, you're colorblind, if I recall. Maybe you just couldn't see the paint. Yeah, but it's white and pink. I get mixed up. I can see red just fine. Oh, well, you miss? I saw quite a bit of the castle, but none of that. Did you hear from the others? Don't get me wrong, I don't think you're lying. The others said that they saw nothing, too. But then that makes Keith the one talking nonsense. I don't think Keith is necessarily lying. What do you mean? Because people don't always see the same things you do. Thanks for the assistance, you. Sorry about calling you 2 weeks after the fact. Is not everything settled yet? The police there are still in the middle of their investigation. My role is just to assist. I'm going to report your testimony. That's that. I'll be off now. Eric, take them to the entrance. When our son died, I thought my life had ended. I kind of guessed on the last part because I accidentally skipped it. I couldn't think about anything. Nothing had any taste, but tears would suddenly come anyways. I don't remember anything about what I did back then, but I do, pardon me, but I do remember one thing. That Keith always Was by my side. When I wailed and shouted, he'd hug me, stroke my hair, say it was okay. Eventually, I adjusted to life without our son, found I could laugh again. But when I got my own emotions back, I realized Keith had stopped laughing. I had been broken, and so had Keith. Over time, it was just able to heal, but he didn't. He was still stuck in the moment of Todd's death. He was always supporting me, so he never faced up to himself. I struggled to be at least a little stronger next time. I would protect him since I wanted him to laugh again. But I couldn't. I couldn't repay anything to Keith. But I realized I was a burden on him. That would keep him forever walking again. So even if we're far apart, as long as he can laugh again, it's the best choice I can make. My wife always brings me warm milk before I go to bed. Last Father's Day, my little squirt tried cooking me. Definitely don't need milk to get to sleep. And the kids cooking, I'll be blunt, it ain't good. I'm glad for it. Usefulness, collateral don't mean stuff. Keith didn't stay close to you expecting something in return. That's just what he wanted to do. You guys, you have got too much sympathy. You don't mind getting hurt for the sake. But can't you notice that one of you's being hurt the other? You just been getting more and more wounded as you go along. You're propping Keith up too. You can fight day after day because he knows you're waiting at home. As much as I tease him about it. Don't think of yourself as baggage. Depend on him as much as you need. That's what he wants too. Keith grabbed my hand, smiled, even though he was stabbed and wounded. Say, got you. Because he finally got what makes him happiest. But man, too much discrepancy. I hope that's how it's between you guys. Testimonies and Keith's. Just how am I going to report this to the department? Hey, Helen. He went back home from the hospital today, right? Can I talk with him now? I'm sorry, before he goes back, there's a place he's going to. I'm planning to head there myself. But Keith's alright. Good to know. I might have misread something, but he might be in a wheelchair. No, he's alright. Keith? Crying. Always wanted to cry like this. Never forgot about him, not for a single. Ever since he died, I was scared. I felt like the slightest sign of weakness. All crumble. Acted like I felt nothing, like nothing disturbed me. I thought then I might be able to fool everyone, even myself. I was so stupid. I was broken a long time ago. It was all garbage, but I acted like a champion of justice. I always felt off. Whoever I was working for, I never felt repaid. And when I saw you were safe, you came up to me, and finally I felt happy again. Acting strong just made me weak. It was pointless. I would never forgive his father staying broken forever. Because I promised I'd protect his mom. I'll take off the blindfold. I'm gonna laugh even if it's at my own stupid TV show. If I'm pissed, I'm gonna get mad. If I'm sad, I'm gonna cry. First, I guess there'll have to be counseling. Something seriously wrong with my head. Seems like it's gonna be a busy time. I'm gonna be so busy I won't be able to do it alone. Ellen, I don't think I can deal with this being a loser. Good loser. I want a chance. Let me chase after you. Let me get down on my knees. You're the only one I want waiting. There's no need for a chance. Didn't I tell you, divorce or decide? I've decided, haven't you? We only ever have one umbrella. We'll hold it together. And if it's fine if we get a little wet, it'll be sunny again. Happy end. Come rain, come shine. Oh, that was wonderful. Took way longer than the other two games, though. Okay, so we've been recording for about 30 minutes. Good. Wow, that was really good. Oh my god. I think this is the best game I've played by Yuri and them yet. I liked the Crooked Man. I liked the Sandman, but this one is really cool. See, like, I like the Crooked Man because the atmosphere it presented us. The Sandman was really cool because it was really creative in the way it presented itself. But the Boogeyman really dove deep into its character's background. It really reached in there. It got emotional connections. It touched on so many things with people. What makes a game a really good game is the fact that you can relate to its characters. I think it was... I can't remember where I remember reading it or hearing it from. I might have read it somewhere. I might have heard it. I think the reason why Link from Zelda... the reason why Link looks like he does and acts like he does, and the reason why he doesn't speak, I think it's because Miyamoto said he wanted it to be relatable, so people can relate to the hero. Making a character really relatable is super good. Rap God was in here. Huh? What? Oh, cool. Anyways, that's a lot of music. Anyways, what makes games like this super good is the fact that they put so much life into the characters and you're able to connect with them. Seeing a character cry, knowing a character has a hard past, it really rocks with some people. It connects with them. It makes them feel for that character. It makes them want to get involved in the story, and that's what it does with me. I love how Yuri is able to just craft these characters so lifelike and you're able to connect with them. It just makes the game 10 times better. You gotta play it firsthand if you want to understand what I'm saying. Congratulations on beating the Boogeyman, and thank you for playing this game. Additionally, so if you played the previous 2 games in the series, I have, and thank you for making such good games, Yuri. The Whatever Man series has come to a turning point. The general storyline will end in the next game. I have plans for serious and silly extra chapters afterwards, so please play those if you're interested. Hell yeah! Lastly, one more congratulations on beating the game, and thank you for playing. What's this? We're gonna watch that here in a second. Hey! It's the Sandman! Don't watch. Character bios, huh? 36, AB, 6'1". Wow, he's almost as tall as me. 5'3", AB, 6 feet. 15, or 17, okay. 31, 4, 6, 9, 5. Todd Bearing, age 5. Alright, cool. I guess we can watch the preview scene. This might be the preview for the Hangman. They didn't yet have to say anything and I'm still excited. God! Okay, we'll watch the bonus for the Sandman. Where the fuck did you go, dude? Hey! Hey! There you are. Yes, watch the bonus scene. How many times have we come here again? Oh, 5, I think. Oh, I can't stand it. We've told them the same story over and over again. There's going to be rumors at school about Sophie's frequenting the police station. Now, Sophie, don't complain. The police are doing their best. It's been a month now. This must be the last time, I'm sure of it. Does my princess require a beverage to quell her temper? What shall it be, your majesty? Orange juice. Very well, I'll go buy some. Thanks. Hey, those dogs attacked me. You saved me, right? Can't imagine any other reason why those dogs would fall asleep so quickly. Thanks. I'm having a great time lately. I'm getting along great with Papa and Anne and Reagan. Well, if she wants to get along, I'll give her a chance. Things are so much better when you carried all my burden myself. Now that I think there's someone always looking out for me. Sometimes I really miss you. You're doing okay, right? How about the other fairies? You know, Sorry to butt in. Hold on, wait! You get the wrong idea. I'm not a weirdo or anything, okay? Don't touch me. Brats with a thing for daydreaming aren't the most comfortable people to be around. I'm not daydreaming. Keep it between us, but I've met some fairies. So you don't believe me? I don't. I met one when I was a kid too. Really? Yeah, this hobo in this area always had a head full of dandruff, so I call him the Dandruff Fairy. Oh yeah, and I've got a coworker who eats non-stop cup noodles. Cup noodle fairy. Want to be introduced? You won't. Why won't you believe me? 37-year-old who believes in fairies ain't exactly socially adjusted. Think. I don't know. Tingle. But hey, if they do exist, put in a request for one. Fairy friends. Wings. Big, fluffy, pink one. What'd you use those for? Just want some wings. Why not? Mr. Detective want to fly away. You angry? Oh, better step off. One of my friends might cast a spell and turn you into a fluffy white kitty. Maybe instead of filling your head with stupid fantasies, fill that chest a little. It's so pathetic I can't even look at it. What's wrong? I haven't been able to sleep since last night, even though I'm sleepy. It's weird. Did you take any medicine? Yeah. Can't pronounce that. Sleeping pills. Guess they're not working. Let's talk to each other then. Or you know what? You'll be sound asleep. It'll be morning. Do you need to sleep? You don't have to stay up for me. It's fine. I'll stay up with you until you snooze away. Yeah. Maybe some exercise. Better. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so we've been running for about nearly 40 minutes. That's a lot longer than I originally anticipated. So, I think maybe tomorrow, because I might take a break from recording, because I've been recording all weekend. I went ahead and finished up the Sandman. I started and finished the Boogie Man. I don't know if I'm going to start the Hangman later. I might wait till tomorrow or some other time to do that. But yeah, this is really cool. I really love this game. You guys should definitely check it out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to join me on my adventures. I hope to see you in my next adventure when we start the Hangman. And who knows, maybe we'll be playing some new stuff here pretty soon. I've had my eye on some stuff that's on Steam and that I've seen pop up around online. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, check out my other adventures, and stay tuned for when we start the Hangman and whenever I start my other adventures. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and to stop myself from rambling, get you on your way. My name's Captain Credell. I'm shipping out.